Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of Life on the Rocks. Today we are bringing you to Holbrooks in Cundy's Harbor, one of the most historical spots on the islands with so much rich history that dates back to the 1700s. Holbrooks comes with a beautiful restaurant, a wonderful general store, and there are even some art galleries. So there's so much to explore today, so I can't wait to show you. We're going to start with the general store, so let's go. Hi everyone, here we are up off the dock into the Holbrook General Store with the owner, Allison Hawkes. Hi Allison.
Hi.
Thank you so much for having us today.
Thanks for being here.
It has been years since I have been down here, and wow, what a blast from the past. I just love the history of this area, and you can tell in this building that this has some history and has been something other than a general store. Can you go into some of the history of what this building has been?
Some of what I know and some of what I've just learned over time being here and just being in the community. It used to be a fish shop a long time ago. I think that's really what it started as. I've heard that a few of the stories, but mostly from my teenage years and older, and I remember just Christine being down here. It was always a general store, but also had the post office, which was a big thing. I used to come get my mail here. And she was always here, which still amazes me to this day, how she was here all the time. But I mostly remember it as a general store and just have heard stories of other things. And like I said, some of the pictures that we found in the building and upstairs, some of the history of the fishing and why it's been so important to the Holbrook Community Foundation, which owns these buildings, to keep it kind of in the working waterfront.
Yes, I mean, Holbrooks, I believe, has been a staple down here since the 1800s. Mm-hmm. That's how long Holbrooks has been established here. Mm-hmm. Able to look out the window and see a working dock, yeah, which is not, you know,
they're diminishing.
It is diminishing. Mm-hmm. So it is just a very special thing that in this community, not only this, we're supporting this, but there are other working docks as well in this area. Yes. So it's just a special, special community. And in that fashion, we have another place that yet again supports other locals. You are your own local community, but you are also supporting others. Can you tell us of some of the businesses that you support here at the general store?
So we try to stay as close to home as possible and obviously stay in Maine as much as we can. So we have a working, we're pretty low today, but we have a working relationship with Wild Oats. Becky, the owner of that, has been just absolutely fabulous in supporting us and making sure we can feed our customers too, because they have a great business as well. Herbage by Bex is a local girl here that makes all natural, ointments and tinctures and stuff. And then we have Moses Dyer Coffee, which actually I learned about when I started this place. I didn't even know we had local coffee in town until I started this and we were looking local. And that's the coffee we sell, and it's actually the coffee we brew here. People love it.
It smells, I have to say,
yes.
Disclaimer, even through the bag, Aaron and I prior were looking at it and we're like, okay, it smells so good.
Just touching the bag when customers buy it, the whole place smells like it. It's amazing. It's our kitchen. I have a baker, Jenna, actually, that does all of our homemade stuff, and people have really been super receptive to that. And we have a bunch of stuff in there, the pot pies and quiches, which have been really popular. And then like Leanna does this, and we have another guy that does some of these shelf sitters, and then it stems down into the other place too with a lot more local consigners. So the foundation ran this while I had the restaurant just to support my restaurant, selling the wine and the beer and the ice cream, which is a staple here. People love to come up, get ice cream, and because they can buy alcohol here and they can go sit on the deck down there.
You have everything.
So people love all of that. Or they can bring their own. We encourage people to bring their own drinks and come down and eat too. So
it's just exciting to see. I'm really loving what you've done here, and I congratulate you on what you've done in such a short time.
Thanks. Well, I'll just say too, a lot of it has to do with the staff. I have an amazing staff. It's been skeleton essentially, as everyone knows, because everyone's having a hard time getting staff.
Yes.
And I have a lot of great kids working for me and older people working for me, and everyone just sort of pulled together just to make all of this work for our community, which is we all really believe in, which is I think is important. So.
And I think the name of the game for Harpswell is community, and it shines here. So definitely come check out the general store. Now let's go take a look at the restaurant. We have now moved on to the wharf where Holbrooks Restaurant is a staple in Cundy's Harbor. The Holbrooks have been a part of Cundy's Harbor since 1898. It is one of the longest families on the island, which is amazing. But I remember as a young girl coming to Holbrooks for some fried food, some amazing fried food, and an amazing view. So this is truly a destination spot and a special one because there isn't much on this side of the island. So it's a really, really special place that I'm very happy still exists. I believe there was a point in time very recently that this place might not have lasted, and it was because of you that it started. So can you go into your process with taking over Holbrooks?
Like I said, it wasn't ever intentional that I was going to run this. They asked me to when I bought that, and at first I had said no. I thought it was going to be too much, but my mother-in-law convinced me that, and I see that now, that I need all these to work together to flourish, and it's really worked well together. So that was really kind of her giving me a little, so I'm always like lovingly joking like it's your fault, you know. So that's kind of how it wasn't intentional. I kind of fell into it. So
well, okay, so let's go really into the fun part of this, which is the food. Now, what are some of your favorite things on the menu? What are some favorite and popular things that people come down here specifically for?
Our signature thing that we did is our beer batter, and we make that with Flight Deck Brews kegs for us. That started, and they're local too, and we sell their beer up at the general store too. They have lots of flavors, and people love it. But we have a red ale batter that they make for us that we use in it, and people love it. It's on our fish and chips, our sandwich. We do a haddock sandwich. We have beer battered clams, and we do onion rings that we do homemade here too, that people, and then we started doing some fritters recently. Lobster rolls are a favorite here. I sell a lot of lobster rolls here too. But everything, I mean, honestly, I tell people all the time, I can eat pretty much whatever I want here, but I always order a bacon cheeseburger. We have amazing cheeseburgers.
You do have amazing cheeseburgers. I'm sorry, that's what I gave you.
Yes.
I love seafood, but your burger is so good.
Yeah, thank you.
It really is so good. So you really can, if you're not a seafood eater, don't fret. Get here, have the burger, but if you are a seafood eater, that beer batter sounds amazing.
Yes.
And fried food by the ocean, the smell of the fried food, fried seafood by the ocean, the comparison, it's incomparable. So definitely come check it out. Can we try some stuff? Can we look at some?
Absolutely.
All right, I think it's lunchtime, so we'll be right back. Allison, so when we were at the general store, we talked a little bit about the foundation, and I think that that's important to touch on. Can you go into what the foundation is?
Holbrook Community Foundation is essentially a bunch of volunteers from our local community that didn't want to see this area, the store and the rental, turn into condos, essentially be sold out to out-of-staters that were really interested in this piece. They all just came together, raised a lot of money, and essentially saved it to keep it working waterfront, so it wouldn't change and it could stay in this capacity. That's essentially what it is. It's a bunch of volunteers.
It's protected. This area is protected, which is so important, as we were talking about, that the waterfront is diminishing in a way that we didn't think would happen, but not here. And for such an amazing foundation that kind of will make sure that this area doesn't go anywhere.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Hey, it's Ron Hutchins, owner of the Harpswell Realty Group. I hope you're enjoying your visit down here in Cundy's Harbor. There's a lot to see, still a lot more to come. Remember, if you're in the market or you're thinking it's your year to make a move, we'd love to talk to you, so give us a call. Harpswell Realty Group, part of the Keller Williams family. Enjoy the rest of the show.
While we're waiting for our food, we thought that we would continue with the gift that keeps on giving, which is just this area. So while you're waiting for your food, there's an amazing gift shop that is actually your original gift shop that was yours at the beginning, correct?
It was started by my mother-in-law. Yeah, so she started it.
And these beautiful flowers that you see everywhere through Holbrooks Restaurant, in front of the gift shop, what's the connection to your family?
Hawkes, actually, my husband's family. It's the greenhouse up in North Bath, and she did all my stuff last year. I don't really even give her any direction except make the place look beautiful. It's all Tiffany and her mom Beth that do it.
It's awesome. That
And family and the kids.
you basically can put a name to everyone that is participating in these businesses,
Yes.
which is wonderful.
Mhm.
Now let's go check out some of the things that you have in Hawkes.
You know, this is just a lady that right up the street making this stuff, and the pillows, and she did those chairs down there. And you know, we sell clams in here, we sell oysters in here.
Like fresh clams and oysters?
I have local diggers that dig for me.
Wow.
And then the oysters are all local. We have 3 local oyster fishery places that, right here that do, they actually do oyster events over here during the summer too. We're getting ready for that. So yeah, just a lot of housewares and different signs and mugs and just the stuff that you love to go and get, you know, when you go somewhere away.
Yes, exactly.
You know, and we do, I love our wear. The t-shirts are a favorite. And
to speak to just where you go from away, there's also, I know that if I find something that's representing my area that I like and that's a little different, and that's what I'm seeing here, that like there's a Maine Costco Bay sweatshirt that I'm like, oh, I need that in my wardrobe. So, you know, even if you're local, it's not from away. There are things that are really cool and different than what you're seeing at other gift shops in this gift shop. So that's what's really fun and exciting for me to look around and do. But I just want to thank you so much for showing us around all of this. I mean, truly, everyone, there is so much to do here. You can spend a whole afternoon here. Go to the general store, get a bottle of wine, get some flight deck beer, go by the deck or the dock and just have a drink, then have some lunch or dinner, then come over here and get a little souvenir of your entire trip. So there's so much to do. We're so grateful that it is a part of this community and going to stay a part of this community because of the foundation and because of Allison and her family. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate this. Thanks.
Well, hey, we hope you've enjoyed our visit down here at Cundy's Harbor at Holbrooks Wharf and the Holbrooks Gift Shop.
And we want to thank Allison Hawkes for everything that she has done today. She has done such an amazing job with the store, with the restaurant, and with the gift shop. It's been so fun to be down here. Don't miss coming down here, you guys. Please make it a part of your summer. Make it a destination. Make it a day trip. There are even a huge event called Harbor Days in August. That is not something to miss.
Crate races. Harbor Days. Crate races.
We're going to do it. I'm probably going to do it. We might videotape it, but I might do it. We'll see. But come down and check it out. And just stay tuned right now to listen to Erin about this week's prize and how you can enter. Thank you again for joining us.
All right, well, food looks fantastic, and here's the fried clams, and the debate always is...
Oh,
what?
Crumbs or batter?
Crumbs or batter?
I say batter, right?
I say batter.
I say crumbs.
But
only at Holbrooks because it is a red beer batter, so...
From the flight deck.
So that's I will give it, this will be my choice. Well, cheers guys with our
Cheers.
pasties.
Hold on, I don't have a straw. This is a big deal.
So excited.
So
It is a
let's
big
celebrate
deal.
a lot.
All right.
Erin, want to join us in the burger?
Yes, you take the half.
Oh, I get, yeah, great.
Bacon cheeseburger. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't tell you how much the burger is so good.
Okay, Allison was so correct about this bacon cheeseburger.
I know. It's the best. And it's just the way that like
It's so juicy.
it's like a nice char to the burger.
That's really good.
That's perfect.
I know. The best thing is when you drop some. There are seagulls that will love it. I do wonder if they have issues with seagulls. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a seagull just
Come down.
Maybe.
We're flying overhead.
no thank you. I am going to get a
Go over to the gift shop and buy a hat.
Yeah. I did like that. Okay, French fries. I'm trying with the tartar. How's the onion ring? Okay, tartar sauce.
This is a battered onion ring, homemade. This batter is unreal. This onion ring is so good.
I'm mad we're sharing because now I can't double dip and get people on my side. These French fries are so good.
I know.
Alright, we're going.
This might be one of my favorite onion rings I've had in this area.
This is like the best onion ring I've ever had.
Yeah.
These are, we're not kidding. We're not kidding.
Guys, it's so good.
Alright, last but not least.
Clams. Everyone grab one.
No.
Murder sauce.
There is a fork if we need that.
I am so glad I joined.
I'm so glad that I get to enjoy the food this time too.
Me too! Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
Fantastic food. Fantastic view. Even more fantastic company.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for checking out episode 5 of Life on the Rocks. And thanks for joining in continuously and checking out all of our favorite places in the area up and down this coast. So just a refresher, we visited 3 beautiful establishments owned by the Foundation down in Cundy's Harbor. We had Hawkes Gift Shop, we had Holbrooks Lobster Grille, and the Holbrooks General Store. The Foundation has generously donated 2 $50 gift certificates that can be used at any of those establishments. So don't forget how to enter. All you have to do is go to the Harpswell Realty Group Facebook page. You're going to like, you're going to comment, and you're going to share the original video, and that's it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Good luck, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.